the Shy Season 6 Top Death Predictions. It's about that time, y'all, so down below, give me your top death predictions of Season 6. Who do y'all think is in that casket? Because we've been talking about this for months now, and now it's about that time for us to finally find out just who this person is. And y'all already know who on my list, Pastor Stanley Jackson, and I've been talking about it for a while now. Is it him, or could it be someone else? Could it be Kenya? All I say is this, I do believe it's connected to Papa, and at the end of the day, we're gonna find out if it's gonna be a surprise, or is it really the obvious? Is it really who we think it is? Which I already know, we're gonna talk about this scene one last time. I mean, why is everybody standing outside of Papa's house? This is why I believe, or at least one of the reasons why I believe it is connected to Papa's storyline. So we're gonna talk more about that in this video. I want you guys to stay tuned.
I'm getting real tired of you luring our young men into your devilish ways. There is a better way.
When a man offers you a gift, you should take it.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Are you sure this is what you want?
I have never been more sure about anything in my life.
Okay, then.
If we don't cast that devil out of our city, he will devour us all. And I just pray that he doesn't come for your house next.
Take care of him.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you're leather shy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 6 Top Death Predictions. As I told you guys earlier, let me know exactly who's on your list. Give me your top 3 people that you think just may be getting dropped off in this season. And the topic of discussion is really about who is in that casket. The same casket that we saw in the teaser trailer, the same casket that we saw in the official trailer, right? So we're going to talk more about that in this video. I'm going to give you guys my top 3. And to be honest, I really only have one person that I think it is 100%. Y'all know who that is, Pastor Stanley Jackson, but I still got to give y'all 2 other people that it could, possibly be that's connected to Papa in this whole storyline, right? So let's start off with Pastor Stanley Jackson and why I believe it's him in that casket. Now, we've been getting a whole lot of dialogue out of the pastor this season, more than we ever seen before. I believe the last time that we got a lot of dialogue out of Pastor Stanley Jackson was back in season 3 when he got into some stuff with Duda. They end up mentioning this at the very beginning of the season when the pastor and Duda had that conversation at the church. And we know the pastor, he pretty much told Duda he ain't messing around with him no more, right? And we know Duda, he did not take that lightly. And he pretty much tried to force the pastor to do exactly what he wanted him to do, but that did not work. He sent Nuck your buck to him, and the pastor, he stood his ground. He said, nope, I'm not doing it at all. And we know the pastor, he pretty much told everybody that Duda is the devil. And, Duda was looking right at him, and he told Nuck, go ahead, take care of that. So we know Duda, he has pretty much put a hit out on Pastor Stanley Jackson. We didn't see it in the last episode, but I believe in episode 6 or maybe even in episode 7, Pastor Stanley Jackson's time on the show, it may be over, y'all. It just may be over. Now, we know in this next episode that him and Papa, they're going to get into an argument. I told you guys about this in that What to Expect video, where he pretty much tells his dad, like, look, I'm not a child anymore. I can do what I want. And we know Pastor is telling him, if you walk out that door, you're not allowed back. So it's going to be some friction between the two in episode 6. This is why I believe that something major will happen in episode 6 or in episode 7. But all the clues that we've been seeing this season, it points at Pastor Stanley Jackson's death. I mean, for the conversations that he's having with Papa, the conversations that he's having with Bakari, pretty much telling them, look, even if I'm gone, I want you guys to make sure you're doing what you got to do. I mean, these, bonding moments that he's having with Bakari. Bakari is a guy that feels like he had nobody. But Pastor Stanley Jackson made it feel like, hey, this is my family too. You know what I'm saying? That's my dad's too. and this is what the pastor wants, right? So it will hit a little bit harder if it is the pastor, right? Because we've been seeing him the entire series of the show, and for us to see him go, it will affect the entire community, and we're going to talk more about that at the end of this video. But man, I'm telling y'all right now, do not be surprised if Pastor Stanley Jackson is up out of here. Now, my next pick, who, to be honest, I'm only saying these last couple people is because of they're connected to Papa. And I already told you, when it comes to Papa, at first I did believe that he could be the one that was going to get taken out. If you've been following my channel for all these years, I always thought Papa will be smoked because he just seemed like the good one out of Kevin and Jake, right? But maybe he's not going to get smoked. Now, a lot of you guys mentioned this in the past about, the teaser trailer and in the official trailer. If you slow it down, to me and to a lot of you guys, this is Papa that's walking up those stairs. And remember, where they're at right now, this is Papa's house. And at first, I didn't see it until somebody mentioned it. So I went back, we slowed it down, I freeze framed it for you guys. And in my opinion, this is Papa walking up those stairs. Of course, everybody's looking down at him, the majority of the people. And right to the side of him, I believe that is Bakari. And that lets me know, in my opinion, that Papa will be making it. He gonna be good, and that whoever this person is, it is still somebody that is connected to Papa, which leads to who I believe it could be, Pastor Stanley Jackson. And then we got other people. Now, I did see some people mention that, hey, it could be his mother. Now, we haven't really been seeing Papa's mom like that at all in this entire series. We, seen his dad a whole lot, but not his mom's at all, for real. But that will be my next pick. Maybe it could be his mom's. And this is just a wild card. I'm just, like I said, mentioning these last couple people because of the connection that they got to Papa. So his mom would not surprise me as well. Now, the third person I believe it could be is, of course, Kenya. She is connected to Papa. That's his girlfriend, basically, and he really likes her. So for her to be taken out, that will be something big for him. But to us as a viewer, it won't be that big. But I did see someone mention that, hey, it could be her son. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I would not be surprised if it is Kenya, her son or whatever. I'm just, putting her out there because she is connected to your boy Papa. And she's in the church. I did see people say, hey, whoever it is, it could be a female because we see a lot of flowers. We see bears or whatever. So it is some people out there believing that it is a female. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Now, when we compare Papa to his friends, Kevin and Jake, both of them have been through a lot in this entire series, a whole lot. They have had, traumatic moments that affected them. Kevin, of course, we seen what happened to him. He saw Coogie get shot and killed. He shot Ronnie himself, right? His dad passed away. Brandon, who was mentoring him, who was there for him, gave him great advice. We already know what happened to him. He gone. Keisha, she gets kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? And that was very rough for your boy Kevin as well. So he's been through a lot mentally, y'all. A whole lot. Jake, he lost his brother, Reg. The whole 63rd Street mob thing was just flat out crazy. Going through it with Duda. Getting beat down by the police. He's been through a lot as well. Then we get to Papa, who he has been through a lot, but has he really? His dad has been through some trouble with Duda, of course, in the past. And now it seems like he's going back and forth with his dad because he's not believing everything that Pastor Stanley Jackson is saying. Because he believes that his dad is not practicing what he preaches all the way 100%. But as his dad told him, everybody ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make mistakes just like the next man. But he just hopes that, he can be forgiven by his son, his family. That's what he wants, right? And at the end of the day, this is why I believe this season is Papa's season to go through those moments, to go through that, traumatic moment, just like Jake did and just like Kevin did. It's his turn. And in the past, I always told you I believe Papa was going to be taken out. But after going through these trailers, I believe Papa may just survive. But he will go through a lot by losing his father All the clues point to Pastor Stanley Jackson, the conversations, the things that we're seeing. It's right on. Now, could it be that obvious? Well, yes. Sometimes in these TV shows, it is. It is easy to put it together, but hey, Papa gotta go through something, and this is his test, in my opinion. And we're gonna see how he's gonna deal with it. Now, when I usually do these breakdowns or I give you guys information, I usually give you the information that they give us. So if it's officially out, I will talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about the episode 7 description. Now, if you don't want to hear the episode 7 description, you don't have to watch this part of the video. But in my opinion, it kind of supports my theory that, hey, it could be somebody that's involved with Papa and his whole storyline. So let's read that description real quick. I want you guys to let me know what y'all think about it. Now, the title of episode 7 is called Long Live. And this is one of the reasons why I believe something's going to happen in episode 6 or 7. But the description of the episode reads, the community reels at a loss. Jake's sage advice to Victor provides clarity. A past memory sparks a breakthrough for Keisha. Bakari confronts Nuck. Nina makes a startling confession. So those are the key elements of episode 7. But one part of that description, it made me just look at this episode as, hey, this just may support my theory. And that part is the community reels at a loss. The community. What character out of the people I just picked has the biggest effect on the community? Pastor Stanley Jackson. Now, if it was somebody else, would it have a huge effect on the community? I mean, Papa's mom's, Kenya, her son or whatever. We really just don't know. But in my opinion, I believe that it makes more sense if it is the pastor. Now, I can be completely wrong out of all my picks. It can be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing people talk about other characters, talking about, Rashad or whatever. I don't believe it's Keisha. You know what I'm saying? She's been through so much as it is, so I don't believe it's her. But, hey, we going to find out soon enough. I know that for sure. But also the description does state that Bakari confronts Nuck. So why is Bakari confronting Nuck? Is that because of Nuck, if your buck did something to the pastor? Well, we know Duda told him to take care of that, and Nuck said, say less or whatever. So he gonna try to make a move on Pastor Stanley Jackson, and it pretty much may happen in the next episode, y'all. It may happen in this next episode, but we gonna find out. Is whether episode 6 or 7, we're gonna see that death. You guys, y'all leave y'all predictions down below. Follow the playlist. I've been talking about the pastor in different videos for weeks, hell, months now. So check those videos out. Let me know exactly what you think about it. I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.